but they know love, and they just want to give you that love because that's the one thing that has kept me throughout my whole entire career, throughout everything that has happened, was the love of those teachers because the world don't love you. They don't love you at all, and they want to see you destroyed in every single way. And when I got to the NBA, I didn't even realize that I grew up in so much love until I seen and felt so much hate. And that hate, it drove me to love more, to give more, and to be more instead of turning cold and turning out like the world. And that's the goal of the devil, to turn all of y'all souls cold, to have a cold, stone heart towards God. So every day we ask God to give us a heart so we can hear him. Because God is going to search the heart. He's not worried about your flesh. He's worried about your heart. You want to know where your heart is at. When I was 15 years old, we moved right up to 2615 Woodhill Circle. And when we moved there, I didn't have a car, wasn't a number one player or anything like that. And I asked God one day before Friday night service, what is the purpose for my life? What do you want me to do with my life? And I was sitting at home on a Friday night, and I said, man, we got Friday night Bible study, or team ministry, I'm sorry. And I said, I'm going to take me a nap, get up, and I'm going to walk the team ministry. And before I did that, I said, God, if you bless me with a car, I promise you I'll go to every team ministry that we have. So after I said that, I went to sleep. I woke up, started to get myself ready for Bible study, and I heard something come out my bathroom, but nobody was at the house. Now, mind you, y'all might think I'm crazy when I say this, but I heard the voice of God speak to me. He said, Dwight. Looking around the house, I said, I know my dad ain't here. I don't know what marijuana and all that stuff is, so what am I hearing? God spoke to me. He said, come here. Went to the bathroom. I said, God, what is it you want me to do in my life? He said, I want you to preach my word in the NBA. I said, what? I said, God, if this really you, give me a sign when we get to church. We go to church, we go back, we start having team ministry. After we finish the session, pastor says, anybody feeling a stomach, burning stomach ache right now, come up. My stomach started hurting really bad. I had to go poop, but I said, no, I can't go do that right now. This must be God. It must be God. My stomach would not stop hurting until I got up and walked up to the front. He said to me, God wants you to preach his word in the NBA. I said, ain't no way. This man was not in my bathroom. How he know what God told me in my bathroom? This is it. This is real. God is real. So after that, I said, okay, God, I know what my mission is. Show me how to get there. And he did. He gave me that vision. He showed me what? He showed me the end before the beginning. And what I seen, it hurt, but what I saw at the end, it was all worth it. I went through a lot of NBA trials, a lot of tribulations, but the one thing that I'm most happy about is, like I said earlier, God has kept my mind, kept me sane. He's also kept my body. And reason being is because of the discipline, the hard work, and the dedication and the mind that he's given me through the teachers, the staff here at soccer, the staff here at the church, and everyone who was involved in my life growing up. One other person who I didn't say at first, but I got to mention, Sam. I know you're here. There's a lot of times at the free throw, I used to hear one thing, elbow up and follow through. I should have used it, or I don't know, it didn't work because my free throw percentage was not high. Maybe I should have listened to you a little bit more, Sam, but thank you. Winning the Hall of Fame. Winning the Hall of Fame is not just for myself, but this was for all of us. This Hall of Fame represents Fellowship of Faith and Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy to the fullest. No matter what has happened in my life, I've never forgotten where I came from. There's been some crazy times. I went through some crazy things. But the one thing I was always taught is never leave the mother. The mother is God. Never leave your home. And God has been with me this whole time. There's been this scripture right here really helped me out a lot. And Pastor Wayne, I know you're not here in the physical, but I thank you for starting this church. I thank you for having the vision, for seeing what you see now, because without you, none of this would be here. So Pastor Wayne, thank you. Sister Jerry, that's my dog right there. I swear. Give me a second. Sister Jerry. I hear her voice so much. I heard it so much throughout my career, telling me you were great and walk in greatness. Thank you, son. And I'll never forget that. When I was going through any of my trials, tribulations, I would hear her voice, Dwight, you're great. Now go walk in greatness. I'm going to expose it. I would hear that all the time in my voice, and that would keep me every day. So thank you, Sister Jerry. And the other thing she did for me, which stuck with me, is Habakkuk 2:2-3. Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry. That right there was what started me when I was 10 years old, talking to my dad, telling him I wanted to make it to the NBA. And I heard Sister Jerry say, well, you better write your vision. Write it down, Dwight. And I sat down and I wrote down my vision, what I wanted to happen in my life, what I wanted to see happen with my family. And everything happened. Everything. The first goal I put down at 10 was I wanted to be the #1 pick in the draft. And I was 10 years old. I told my dad, I'm the best player in the world. I believe it. He said, you got to commit to it. And every day I committed to making it to the NBA. And when I wrote that down, I looked at that board every day along with my cross, which meant I have to die to myself. I got to die to the flesh every single day, so every single one of those goals that I wrote down can happen. And it was extremely hard. It was not easy, but I made it. Brother Bill Christian, I don't know if you in the building, but I got to say thank you for wearing them high socks, the short shirts, shorts, and telling us this one message every single day between Sister Jerry and Brother Bill. I would hear their voice. Good, better, best, never let it rest. To your good is better, and your better is best. When a task is once begun, never leave it until it's done. Be the labor, great or small. Do it well or not at all. Give God some glory, Brother Bill. Ooh, he used to kill me with that. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. That motivated me when I had some down times, was just hearing his voice, imagining them high socks, ashy kneecaps, out there trying to play basketball. But thank you, Brother Bill. I really appreciate that. Oh, man, my soccer early years were filled with a lot of fun and love. So all my teachers, everyone who was involved in those, my early years, thank you. Brother Holiday, I see you over there. I want to just give you a shout out because one of the reasons why I've always had so much energy and joy is because of you. Every day at that school, you was having the little headphones in, cleaning the school, vacuuming, sweeping with some pear. But what was it? What was the drink you used to drink? The Coke? Tab. What is Tab? I'm messing with you. But that was, Brother Holiday, you brought so much joy to me because of that. And I love you. Thank you that you made me just want to have energy. I'm like, where did he get this energy from? And I know where you got it from because he gave it to me too. So thank you, Brother Holiday.